Hey everybody, it is I with a little update. It's been a few days since I updated. The acute symptoms have cooled down, and while I still have sensations and things going on, I am very grateful that the massive tidal wave subsided, and I was correct in my assumption that I was peaking in the sensations because they were just on and on, but the peak took a few days and then it dialed down. I'm tired, but I would so much rather be tired. Like, bring me fatigue versus that. So I'm okay with that. Today, or my coping skills the last few days have really been to calm my nervous system. Very, very important to get calm and get into parasympathetic. I'm definitely noticing a correlation between panic, fear, stress, worry, and acuity of sensations, which makes sense. Starting to gather some evidence that calm and relaxation produces less sensation. I'm not 1,000% sure that I have that much control over it yet, but I'm starting to slowly inch into that as a possibility. So my job right now is really just to stay calm. And, it's when I'm faced with intensity of sensations, it's very challenging to do that. But I can practice, and I can especially practice when things are more calm waters like they are right now. And also know that the pattern has been emerging, which is if I do go into an acute wave, it's generally about a week. It goes up, 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 peak, 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 peak for a few days and comes down. So that's actually good to see, just so I can tell my brain I'm okay, these sensations will pass, I'm going to come down the other side. I'm not seeing like a baseline improvements like I have in the past, so I'm not going to even expect that that's going to happen. What I'm doing with my time right now is coloring, listening to all positive stuff, listening to Dan Buglio, who I really suggest, watching some of his videos, recovery stories, success stories, doing the Gupta method or the Gupta program, meditations, Dharma talks. I listened to a really great Jack Cornfield Dharma talk, which was, if there's anything that we're going to do, I know some of you are probably like Christians and Hindu and Sikh and all that, but I definitely resonate with the Buddhist tradition, especially going through things like this, because it's such a pathway of being able to kind of let go of attachment to needing everything to be good, which is what my personality type is really invested in. Letting it be okay. We have sickness, we have death, we have old age, we have viruses, we have relapses, setbacks, we have all these things. That's the nature of reality. Can I get okay with that? And can I teach my brain, which is my big mission right now, to not stress about it? And that's really hard for me. I have a detective, and this is something I learned from the Gupta program, is like, we have all these different parts. I have a detective part. And that detective part is trying to protect me by trying to figure out what is wrong with me. And when that detective goes on overdrive, it's sending a lot of stress hormones. So one of my jobs right now is to cool down that everything just go much, much slower. I've decided not to do any kind of exercise at all. I'm not even walking. I'm sitting, slow steps around the house. I need to, my mentality before was that I had to get back to where I was before COVID, and I was going to do all these things, graded exercise, and I kept crashing. Even just a 10-minute walk, I was crashing. So I'm going back to the drawing board, and I'm going, why don't I let my nervous system cool down first? Because I wasn't even in a place, I was still really fighting for freedom. Fight, that's my word. Yeah, I was fighting. I can't be like this. I can't accept it. I don't want this. I want it to be different. I need to do something. My total MO in life. I have to do something. It's all on my shoulders. So I'm just trying to take a page from the playbook of people who have recovered from lots of different conditions. I am gathering evidence. If I do something calm and soothing, will I feel better? Will I have less symptoms? I don't know. I'm still working that out, but I'm trying to be open and curious about it. And accept, I could have some more acute waves. You could see me back here. I just had a thought. I learned a really cool technique from CFS Recovery. This great guy, Miguel. If I was a little bit more admin, I would put all the links to everybody down below. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. But so pain. So I was having these extreme migraines. There's 16 pain centers in the brain. Imagine all these pain centers like firing. Like I just think of them as like these little like fires or like little areas of red. And then turn the dial down, turn the dial down, turn it down, and see all those pain centers going down. So I just kind of like, they just go down, and then slightly turn it back up again, and then turn it down again. But really attach it to the area of pain that you have. So if it's in my head, I think of it like, my head connected to these pain centers, turn it up, turn it down. If it's in my leg, turn it up, turn it down. It's actually working. I mean, placebo effect, time, I don't know, maybe time is getting this pain, but I'm doing it. So yeah, those are my coping strategies right now. We move in a week, and so I'm being very, very mindful to relax now so that I don't... it's going to be interesting. Like, we have a whole plan and how to get me over there safely and how to have less stress. There was a little bit of time where I thought like, oh, I'm going to really miss this house and I feel kind of down about it. But honestly, this house has not been, it's not been smooth sailing here. Let's just put it that way. I'll spare the details. It's been challenging, living here for a lot of reasons. So I'm just really being like, I wanted to move before I got sick. I wanted to have another chapter of my life. My son is now like fully moved out on his own. Yeah, maybe this is happening in this kind of challenging time in my life right now, and there's some fear around it. And ultimately, it's a good thing that we do it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at today. I've been sitting outside now for about a half an hour. I was lying down for a bit earlier. I was really tired after my shower, and I laid down, and then I thought, let me just go get some sun, listen to some Dan Buglio videos, and started to feel better. So listen to him. He's good if you haven't already. All right. Peace, everybody, and yeah, just believe, trust, faith. Things will eventually get better.